We're cruising across the fields and notice a lonely SUV ahead. We slow, exchange a look, and decide to investigate. It feels like it has been waiting here for a long time. We hop out. Up close, it's a time capsule. Sun-baked dust, hardened mud, every panel dulled by time. We decide to give it a proper inspection. The paint still peeks through in places, hinting at the color it used to wear. Doors open on both sides. Stale air rolls out. We brush a seat, and a dense cloud of dust lifts. This thing hasn't moved in years. The fabric crackles a little under the glove, the kind of sound old cars make when they remember you. Into the front we go. Switches, visor. A key slips from above. We try a start, but fail. We pause, listen, and decide to keep it methodical. Hood up. We decide to bring it back to life. Fresh battery on. The dash wakes with beeps and lights. Screens get a quick wipe. We turn the key. Good try, no catch. Fuel goes in. We want to give it a fair chance. Would you attempt a first start here or tow it straight to a shop? Write down in the comments. Moment of truth. We turn the key and it fires. A few careful revs and a steady idle. If that first start felt good, consider leaving a like. We watch the gauges settle and decide to let it warm evenly before any moves. We try to drive out, but it's a lifted Grand Cherokee on small road wheels. Big stance, small contact patch. It stays stuck. The mud clings like glue, and the tires just polish the surface. Plan B. We decide to tow it out. Strap on, gentle pull, steady throttle. Free at last. We keep the line low and straight, protecting the mounts and the frame. We run back to base. This rescue deserves a full makeover. The ride back gives us time to plan the order of work. Clean, inspect, repair, then style. Interior first. Compressed air through vents, seams, pockets. Dust storms fade to clean surfaces. If you like satisfying cleans, subscribe for more revivals like this. Pressure wash. We go bottom to top. Leaf springs and axle, then under the hood. Each wheel from every angle. Body panels, fender wells, windshield, sides. Mud releases in sheets. We keep the wand moving. Foam bath, thick layer from roof to rockers, soft brushes, then a thorough rinse. Watching the color return is pure therapy. If you agree, drop a like. We check runoff for signs of oxidized paint so we know how aggressive the polish can be later. Back into the garage. Stage 2 begins. Vacuum marathon. Mats out. Slow, methodical passes. Grit disappears line by line. We use crevice attachments around the console and anchors, then swap filters to keep suction strong. Mats head outside for a proper wash. Soak, scrub, rinse. Fresh again. Cabin detail continues. Rails, seams, underseat areas. We chase the last specks of dust. Detailing foam on plastics and trim. Work it in, then buff to a satin finish. The cabin starts to feel alive. A light protectant seals the surface so the dust won't cling back immediately. Glass service. Scraper and water. Clean arcs. Crystal clear result. Clean glass doubles the perceived freshness. We finish edges with a microfiber to avoid streaks. Headliner refresh. Sections lowered, old adhesive removed, fresh glue applied, liner smoothed back tight and even. Contact time matters here, so we let the bond set before moving on. Clean mats click back in. The interior comes together. We take a quiet minute to check panel gaps and fasteners so nothing rattles on the first drive. Bodywork starts. We decide to chase rust to bare metal, treat it, level old primer, and skim low spots with filler. Guide coat and block sanding until panels read straight. If you enjoy transformation work, consider subscribing. Edge transitions are feathered, so the new paint won't telegraph lines. Refinement with a dual action tool. Edges are feathered, so new paint will blend. A small hole is reinforced from behind, and the contour is finished to shape. Masking session. Front clip, roof edges, glass, lights. Tape and paper for clean lines. A booth built onto the body. We wrap harness plugs and label everything we remove, so reassembly stays clean. Panel wipe and degrease. Wipe, inspect, repeat. Roof and sides included. No dust and no oils. A tack cloth takes the last fines before color. Color time. We decided on bold yellow. Wet, even coats across panels, roof, sides, mirrors. Coverage locks in. Think we chose well? Tell us your color pick below. We track flash times so the finish lays down consistently across the truck. Tap subscribe and ring the bell if you're following this revival. Steady overlap along the flanks and rear. The surface levels like liquid glass. We keep gun distance and angle constant so the color reads uniform. Accent parts go black from a rattle can. Grills, trim pieces, small details laid out and coated. Clean contrast. Small parts get light passes to avoid runs and keep edges sharp. Unmasking outside. Paper off, tape off, crisp edges everywhere. The signature snorkel and tube piece mounted, hardware torqued, grill aligned, hood closes with a solid latch. What would you add next? Roof lights, a winch, or both? We're taking suggestions for the next pass. Onto stands. Lug nuts off. Old wheels out. New wheels roll in. Proper monster spec. We mount and torque. Now the stance finally matches the lift. If the wheel change worked for you, leave a like. Front tube guard bolts in with a tight fit. The front end gains a purposeful look. Approach angles improve, and the face reads tougher. We orbit the Cherokee as the light plays on the yellow. Test drive time. Tell us your next upgrade idea in the comments. Subscribe so you're here for the next revival.